All right, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this video. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment. I know that today is going to be a video where it's a little bit on the edge, I guess. I've seen a lot of really good things about New World, and I'm really excited about New World. But I'm having some issues with how Amazon is marketing their new product. Um, us as gamers, we are spoiled. We have had games that have come out in early release. We've had games that have come out pre-release. We've had all of these other really cool new styles that video game companies are going into. If you look at games such as like Conan, that's been in early release for forever. If you look at Ark, it went into early release. I think it stayed in early release for forever. And even though they still charged us, they gave us something for what we were what we were paying for. New World has been a little bit of a different beast, I feel like. New World has had these alphas. You initially you didn't have to purchase anything for the alphas. I don't think even still that you need to purchase anything for the alpha. But I personally have not had any interaction in the alpha. I haven't been able to be a part of that, which is fine. I'm not saying that I need to be, but what I am saying is that even though they've had these alphas going on or whatever else that they've had going on, there has been so little information from New World and from like mainly Amazon. Amazon, you would think as a company they would have huge marketing teams going towards this. And honestly, it feels like a very small company, smaller than Escape from Tarkov, and they're just giving us nothing. Now, I'm not going to say that an NDA on an alpha is wrong. I think that it's fine. However, I feel like they need to be giving more information on a monthly, weekly basis as we have gotten closer to this beta. Now, as we know, it's now April 1st, and we still don't have a beta. There is nothing, no type of information whatsoever, and I find that extremely interesting because as a Ark player, I've played years of Ark. Have had more than thousands of hours on Ark, and as I've watched Ark develop and as they've had new opportunities with DLCs and more options given to them, they've stepped up to the plate with those releases. Now, the problem with Ark is that they break everything. Their releases are terrible. Their new DLCs are always broken. There's no true guidance to the DLCs. I feel like the devs strictly look at PvE side, which is fine, but then later on they fix the PvP, which is cool, but it's the release of that DLC and what leads up to that release that I see as good from Ark. Ark has done streams, they've done video content, they've done in-game content, and New World has been struggling with that. We get a new content once every month, and it's been, I know I've been looking at New World for about 6 months, and I've only seen 3 of those. And when we do get that content, it's very small amounts of in-game time. And so, as I've been watching New World, I recently saw this tweet. This has been something that made me want to make this video. So a guy asked on Twitter, "Hey, New World, when is the beta going to come out?" And this is what New World reported back to him. They said, "Nothing to report on that today. Once we have a solidified date to announce, you can rest assured we'll blow the horn loud enough for all to hear." This was on March 30th. Let that sink in. March 30th. They told us a while ago that this was going to be released in April, and they still don't have a date. They haven't done any type of community outreach. If they have, it's been very little. A lot of it has been just the alpha players, and I'm sure that there's quite a bit of alpha players. I don't know. I haven't been in the alpha, but I'm sure that there's plenty of alpha players, and I'm sure that they're in contact with them. But what happens to the people that aren't in the alpha? And so I see that as like we go down on all of these different comments and stuff like that, that there are quite a few people that are concerned about this. Now, this is supposed to be released in May, which is fine. Like May 26th, I think is the date, which is cool. Like, and I'm totally fine with that. However, you're promising people if they pre-order, they can get a closed beta. And it sounds like at the most, it might be a month, which is again fine. But a month from now, they're still not going to have a date. I can almost guarantee it. Now, what's weird is that, so they did this on March 30th, and it's cool that they responded. However, we have gone now 3 days and still no response to anybody on here. No, no, like, hey, yeah, we're still looking into it. We're trying to figure it out. We're trying to get somewhere. And that's what brings me over to Steam. Now, Steam, as a lot of people know, has a community page to everything. And this is what has truly bugged me with New World. So people have been asking about this beta over and over and over again. And understandably, I get that people get irritated with that or upset with it. But we want to see at least a little bit of respect given to the backers for the people that pre-ordered this. So I get, again, a lot of people are testing this out. There's a lot of testers out there. But I am struggling to understand that how in the world are they going to do this in April? How? They've given us zero information on this. So what I wanted to mainly focus on is this comment right here. So this is one of the comments that I wanted to focus on. Was some nice entitlement. You got OP. Hopefully we don't get to the CBT at all. That way you can whine some more. Okay, listen. We are very spoiled as gamers. I will 100% agree with that. I think that as gamers, we have had all of these releases, pre-releases, alphas, betas, all of this stuff that has come out, right? But if Amazon was doing this smart, they would go back and they would look at that and they would say, hey, this is what they're expecting now. This is what, as gamers, they expect, is to have some sort of communication with the devs, to have some sort of option to be able to see the gameplay before they pre-order it. Some people have pre-ordered this long in advance. I only personally have pre-ordered it like a month ago, but that's because I was still worried that, is this even going to happen? And I think that that is a major thing for everybody who has pre-ordered now. Do we really know that this game is even going to come out? With everything that's going on in the world, which I agree, I get it. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in the world. However, we are putting money into their game and they are giving us nothing. Absolutely nothing. And they're saying we don't even have a date yet. But we promised you April, but we don't even have a date yet. We have no idea. And that's the thing that has truly concerned me on this. And I think it was on, let's say, like page 3, I think. This was a really, really important part to this. Is this individual here, I don't know how to say his name, but he says, damn, that's really unfortunate. I hit the refund button then. Oh well. So, Amazon, I'm talking to you directly now. You need to get your crap in gear and you need to give us some sort of information. Something. Do a live stream. Let us see the game. Let us see what's going on in that world. You have taken the game from the original alpha, which was a survival based game that was PvP oriented, and you have completely changed it. Completely changed it. You've now made it a PvE PvP game, which honestly, I personally think is an amazing thing. Thank you for doing that because I personally, through ARK, have had such an issue with full loop PvP because it creates such a toxic community. You don't talk to anybody. It's the same thing in Rust. You see YouTubers all the time that create this fake content of going out and meeting new people and talking to them and whatever. I have never had that experience on Rust. And I've had, I don't know, I think that I have like 1,000 hours on Rust. And I've never had that experience. Now, I'm not saying that's a lot of time, but people don't talk to each other in full loop PvP. There is no type of communication. Now, you had your initial alpha, that's the information that we have, that's the videos that we've seen, but nothing past then. Nothing. So we have no idea what we're getting into in this new game, and so you're getting this. You're getting people who are giving up on the game, who are saying, hey, listen, I'm done. I've tried, I've done my thing, and now I'm done. I'm going to refund this, and I want my money back. And now Amazon, you're losing out on money. You're losing out on your early development money, and then now you're going to push your timelines back further because we're already having issues with everything else in the world. And now you're not giving the people what they need to be able to stay as a pre-order person. That's what the pre-order is all about, right? Isn't that what we all pre-ordered for? Was to be able to feel like we already invested into something. And what they're doing with their investors or their backers is saying, listen, we'll give you like a 16th of the pie, and we'll let you see a little bit, maybe 3 minutes worth of gameplay, and you can be real hyped about that one. And you can beg for more content, and we're going to ignore you. I don't know. This is kind of a rant. I just think that Amazon, you need to make the next step. You need to give us either a date, or you need to be able to give us a live stream of a city. Let us see what the housing looks like. Run around inside of a house and show us what the house looks like. And I can guarantee you, you will have far more pre-orders that will stay, and you'll have far more people that will pre-order based off of that alone. If you just run around a town, run around a house, don't even hit anything. I don't even care about that. Just show us a little bit. And honestly, if the beta comes out in April, I'll be surprised. I honestly will be surprised because they're still, from what it sounded like on Twitter, they're still handing out alpha keys this week. Which, if you get an alpha key, congratulations to you. I'm happy for you. However, I just wish that Amazon would follow what other game developers have done. Don't follow Last Oasis because that was bad. If your game isn't ready, then don't release it. And we understand that. But give us the information about it. Quit being so secretive. This isn't just a online store that you're creating, Amazon. You've done that before. Now you're in a new league with gamers that expect a certain level of information. And you're not doing that very well. So I hope that I'm sure that I'm going to get a little bit of hate off of this. I really don't care. But I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope that you see where these people are coming from that are frustrated about this, because every game that has been a pre-order situation, you've at least gotten content beforehand. One of the things that the pre-order states is that we get wallpapers. Where are those at? Where even is that? Like, this is the problem. This is the issue. You asked us to pre-order. You've asked us to do all these things previously to the game actually being released, and you've given us nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you've hit the subscribe, hit the like button, and yeah, I guess we'll see you guys on the next one.